A coalition of civil society organizations working on fiscal transparency and governance under the auspices of the Open Government Partnership (OGP) in Nigeria is raising their alarm on what it described as a deepening crisis of budget overlaps and fragmented implementation in Nigeria's federal budgeting system between 2023 and 2025. Speaking to journalists in Abuja, Budget Deputy Country Director Vala Kwaga pointed out that the development reveals a systematic breakdown of constitutional and legal budget processes, resulting in multiple fiscal years operating simultaneously, eroded fiscal discipline, and severely compromised accountability. He said while the federal government has demonstrated rhetoric commitment to fiscal reforms, key systemic failures persist.
I believe the Public Procurement Act talks about publishing a journal where bids and the whole procurement documentation should be published in an accessible journal. I am not aware if that journal is made public or the bid process follows, due process. And where you have overlapping budgets, where you have overlapping capital expenditure components, those are primarily done through procurement. So there is probably a layer of things going on, but because the information is not available, we cannot but speculate.
CSOs are calling on the National Assembly to exercise its sole constitutional oversight mandate with urgent and decisiveness, presenting what they describe as evidence-based recommendations to end budget overlaps, restore annual budget integrity, strengthen legislative scrutiny, and institutionalize transparent, performance-driven budgeting.
There is an essential role that the National Assembly plays as politicians who are representatives of the people that we believe should never be contested. It's a fundamental part of our democracy, but we do hope to see better engagement.
There needs to be more accountability at all levels to show us how the revenue we are generating, as much as it's very scarce, is translating to improved livelihoods and preparing the country for an era, whether it's in 10 or 20 or 30 or 40 years' time, the period where oil and gas may no longer be as relevant as it is today.
The meeting was an opportunity for the civil society to present the findings of the Federal Budget Trend Analysis 2023 to 2025 and the Citizens' Position Paper on the crisis of budget overlaps and fragmented implementation. They say the 2026 budget cycle represents a final opportunity to break the destructive circle and rebuild public trust in Nigeria's fiscal governance.